Welcome to College Writing 101 for summer of 2012. My name is Sarah Claver-Pett and I will be your instructor this summer. I'm going to go over some of the tools that you have and some of the things that I want you to get acquainted with in these first couple days of the class. So the first things that you'll want to explore are all of these boxes listed here across the top. Down below is a brief overview of what you will complete in each unit. The course is divided into 4 units and we have an 8-week semester, so you'll have 2 weeks to complete the assignments in each unit. So you'll work through things slightly faster than you would during the fall or spring semester, which you would have more weeks, so you'd have more time. So we'll work through the same material just in a slightly more compact timeline. Alright, so the first thing that you'll want to do is introduce yourself to our summer writing community. So all of these up here are hyperlinks, so if you click on them, it will take you straight to the introductions and show you over here where you were directed to. So here is a discussion room just for getting to know each other. So go ahead and answer some of these questions and then reply to other fellow classmates as more people post things and we can have an initial discussion to get to know each other. Alright, so we come back here to the course home then. Your next things here are to meet your instructor and visit the virtual office. So here you can click here and get to know a little bit about me, and then in the virtual office this is a place that you can use the same way you would use a physical office on campus. So if you have general course questions, assignment questions, general things about writing you want to talk about. A couple notes that the virtual office is public, so anything you post there everyone can see. If you have a private question for me, you can use the course email tool to send private messages. And I will be checking both the virtual office and my email regularly. I will also have regularly scheduled virtual office hours where I will be logged into the course and we can use the course live features to communicate both orally, and there is a drawing and comment board in that tool that we can use. I will also over the course of the summer have a few scheduled live office hours where you could come physically onto campus and meet with me in person if you would like to. Again, I will schedule those in the announcements up here, and then you can sign up for times or just show up to those live sessions. The next thing I want you to look at is the course syllabus and course calendar. So here the syllabus, again it's going to link you to the syllabus, which you could also get to by clicking right here. Here the syllabus is an agreement between you and between me. So it tells you what you can expect to accomplish through the semester, what you can expect me to help you do, what I can expect you to work towards. Right? So the course description and objectives, your goals for the course. This course fulfills general education requirements, so there are the description and objectives for the general education classes. The required materials for this course, you'll need a copy of the textbook, which you can purchase either physically or electronically through the bookstore on campus, and you'll also need access to a word processor because you'll need to upload all of your assignments to the Dropbox either as .doc or .docx files so that then I can use comments to annotate and send those back to you. The course assessment. Here you can read through and see all of the different types of assignments you'll be completing, how they are weighted, and then brief summary descriptions of each of those different types of assignments. Next, we've got some best practices in an online class. Please read through those, as well as class policies, and then the general college policies about dropping a class, etc. So it again is your job to read all of that information and be familiar with it. And then the course calendar and the essay assessment rubric are linked separately on the class. So if you come back to course home, you can go to the course calendar by clicking here, or you can also reach it by clicking over here on the menu. The course calendar I have uploaded as a PDF document, so you could save it, you can print it off, you can zoom in on it, you could take it directly into full screen mode. So on this first unit, I have added some additional notes. What we've got here up at the top are the Unit 1 assignments. So these are all of the assignments that you'll work through in Unit 1. If I expand this right here and then click back to the course calendar, can see that all of these correspond to all of these. Now, you won't work through them in an exactly linear process, which means that you won't do all of these and then all of these and then this and then this and then this. Rather, similar to the way we would in a classroom, you will work forwards and backwards through these. So you'll start working on some of the skills assignments as you begin working on the various pieces of the essay assignment. As you're completing these individual assignments, there are complementary discussion posts that go along with those, so you'll start working on the discussion posts. You'll finish your peer review, and then by the end of the unit, you will have completed everything in that unit. So all of these, again, completed by dates. You can work through things sooner, so you don't have to wait until June 17th to finish these skills assignments. You can complete them earlier in the unit, and as you complete them, submit them to the Dropbox. But you must have them all completed by the end of the unit. So again, for the successive units then, for Unit 2, 3, and 4, I haven't added these additional arrows and notes, but you can see they are also color coordinated in the same way. So all of the skills assignments are shown as green up on the master list, shown as green on the calendar, and when you click on them over here, you'll also notice that here they appear with green highlighting in the background. So used color coordinating to help you keep track of which pieces go where as you're working through these various aspects of each unit. So in each unit you will work through some various skills assignments, you'll work through pieces to complete an essay, you'll work through a grammar review, a writer's reader selection, and then the discussions that complement each of these previous pieces of the unit. So let's come back to the course home. The next thing they want you to do is to read through the intro to writing. So here you can either click on that link or you can click on it over here, and this is a broad overview of what we will be going through in the class, and again some best practices for an online class. Alright, so once you work through all of those initial pieces, then you can scroll over on this page, or if you are using a desktop you might see it all at once, or if you are on a laptop browser you can use scrolling out on your laptop browser so that you can see everything all at once. So once you have completed these initial steps, then you'll want to take the Yes I Read It syllabus quiz and the student tutorial quiz. Both of these assessments show that you have begun to become familiar with the course platform and you're beginning to feel comfortable navigating through the course itself. So I've noted here to complete these by June 5th. You note that the class starts on the 4th, so within the first 2 days you want to have read all of those things so that you can jump right in with working on the assignments for Unit 1. Right? Especially Unit 1 might feel like it's going very quickly and might feel slightly overwhelming at first until you get into the workflow and figure out your own scheduling and process. One of the things that I've noted under the intro is that since this is a fully online course, you'll need to budget both the hours you would have spent in a physical classroom and the hours you would have spent outside of the classroom working on homework. So you may want to give yourself 6 to 9 hours a week to work on the course. Now, as you work through the first couple weeks and you kind of figure out your own pacing and how quickly you're moving through both the readings and the assignments, you may need to adjust that down. You may not need that many hours, but it's good for the first week at least to budget yourself that much time, so that way you've got plenty of time to work through the class without trying to feel rushed, overwhelmed, and trying to do everything within just a couple hours, because you will need to spend more than just a couple hours a week working on this. You may not end up needing to spend 9 hours a week, but you will need to spend more than 2. So you'll be able to work out your individual workflow as you go along, but take that into account as you're budgeting your job schedules and everything else that you may be working on this summer. So I'm excited to work with you. Let me know if you have any questions as you're getting started or as we're going along. My goal is to be very accessible to you and to help facilitate you working through the class this summer.